Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
See, normally our application consists of HTTP : localhost : 8080, and then it consists of Spring MVC project as our context root, and once after that, whatever the form submission that you have done, let us say in your action you have mentioned as hello/message and get submission. So then it will come and invoke this particular method, and whenever you are submitting with respect to post and you have mentioned as hello/data, hello/date, then it will come and invoke this particular one. It will come and invoke this particular one, and will be going to respond with a success response. We'll come back, we'll discuss about the return type, and we'll discuss about this parameter later. So once your controller, or inside your controller, once you have specified all the parameter mappings for your class and for your methods. If at all, if you haven't specified this particular one, and it will be going to match all the requests, and it will just take the request mapping whichever was available at the class level. So don't ignore the request mapping setting at the method level. This kind of approach is REST-based approach. In REST, we'll be going to follow, or we'll be going to use HTTP calls based on URL mappings at the class level. So this is the REST-based approach. In REST-based approach, you just need to use some other annotation, but not the annotations whatever that I am using currently. Okay, once we have configured these two, the next thing is the accepted parameters. Here you can see that I am taking one model object. Take a look at where exactly the model is available. The model is available with respect to org.springframework.ui.model. UI, nothing but user interface. So your model object is related to your user interface. In that sense, what are all the form parameters that are available, or what are all the form parameters that you want to send to your next view that will be going to contain with respect to your model object. So your model object, you can make use of that, and you can add the attribute. Currently you can see I am adding an attribute, message, with a value as message, just like how we are doing session.set attribute or request.set attribute. So once you have done this one, you can just access the variable directly using your expression language, $open brace close brace of message. No need to bother about what kind of a scope is, or in what scope the parameter was available. It will be going to verify by your ES. your expression language will be going to verify in a hierarchy called, it will verify in the page first, next request scope, next session scope, and one software application scope. And finally, once you have added the attribute to your model, you are going to return a success response. Previously, we have mentioned that we are supposed to return a model and view object. We are supposed to return a model and view object. But currently, in our case, it's required to return a model. We are anyway setting it as a model as a separate one, and we can just respond only with the logical view name. So you have the option of returning a model and view object, or you have the option of returning only the logical view name. So in that case, whenever you are returning the logical view name, the return type should be of type string, and you should return the name as success or failure. We'll see why we have used success later. So then string mvc.servlet.xml file, in string mvc.servlet.xml file, you have mentioned about component scan, and the base package is com.h2k.string.controller. So string.controller consists of all your annotations related to your class. So when handler mapping was seen that the base package is com.h2k.string.controller, it will come and verify each and every controller class, and it will read the request mapping parameter, at the method level, and it will be going to maintain a map of all the information. When we are returning success, so once we have returned a success means where it will go from controller, it will go back to your dispatcher servlet. Then your dispatcher servlet will be going to talk to view resolver. So you need to configure your view resolver bean also inside your String XML file. So you can see that bean ID equal to view resolver, and the class is org string framework web.servlet.view.internal resource view resolver. Here also there are several view resolvers available. So internal resource view resolver is the important one which will be going to use by most of the time. And your view resolver or your view resolver bean access two properties. The first one is prefix and the next one is suffix. Once you have returned the value as success, here you are returning the value as success, your view resolver uses the same name and identifies a JSP page by using prefix and suffix properties that you have specified inside your mvc.xml file. So that means once you have returned the value as success, it will be going to add the suffix as .jsp. That means success.jsp, it will be going to verify, and the prefix where you want to verify from which path. So currently all my files are available under webinner/JSP folder. You can see the JSP folder. So if you don't want to configure under webinner/JSP, just place it under web content and put a slash. It will verify under your web content. So whatever the string that you are responding here, success, so it will verify like, it will just use this one, webinner/JSP, and it will take the value from your return string and it will add .jsp at the end. This is how it will be going to verify in your web content. Once it was able to identify the file, it will redirect to that particular file, which is nothing but transferring to view. So your view resolver will be going to identify the success.jsp page and respond back to the dispatcher servlet. And then the dispatcher servlet will transfer the control to the view specified by your view resolver. I will start with one by one. First, start with go to our controller, hello slash message. So this JSP page, it is not at all doing anything, just submitting a request to the web server. Hello slash message. See, if you want to change the extension web.xml file, change it to star.htm here and mention it as a star.htm at this level also. So currently I want to check, or I want to call the hello message, hello slash message. So put it as the same in the actions class. So when the page has executed, it will be going to replace the index.jsp with hello slash message, and it will be going to submit to the server. Check our code once again in our message. We are just preparing one message and we are printing a method. So we are printing sysout, and after that we are adding one attribute to the model, and finally we are returning success. Now, once it has submitted hello slash message, we already know that it will go to dispatcher servlet and it will transfer to handler mapping, and handler mapping has already read the annotation from the controller file, and it knows which controller to transfer and which method to call, and finally it will respond with the logical view name, which is success.jsp. Go to our success.jsp. Our success.jsp was available inside webinner/jsp/success.jsp because we have specified the prefix as webinner/jsp. If you want to change it here, or else change it to your string MVC.xml file. So you can see that here I am not at all doing anything. I am just printing it as h1 tag with $message. So whatever the parameter that I have set using message, it will be going to print onto here, and once after that I am again submitting the form with respect to date now. So as I am traversing to the same control, now I am traversing to the same control, and it will be going to hit the date method now and will be going to respond with a date value. So let us execute first our index.jsp page. And make a habit of verifying the log file. Oops, it is loading all the other stuff. Okay. So you just take a look at the string related loading. So here you can see that loading XML bean definition from servlet context webinner/string MVC servlet.xml file. We didn't specify anywhere to take a look at string MVC-servlet.xml file. It was loaded automatically. And as you can see that abstract URL handler mapping register handler method got called. So we have specified one handler mapping inside our servlet.xml file, which is default annotation handler mapping, your default annotation handler mapping extends one more class, and that class will be going to implement this abstract URL handler mapping. So abstract URL handler mapping is at the top level, and this is just like your subclass. So once the JSP has displayed, click on submit button. You can see that hello controller, hello message method received the request. So your handler was able to resolve, and your dispatcher servlet has forwarded the request to hello message method. Hello controller, hello message method has received the request, and the parameter has set welcome to H2K Spring training, and you can see that I am able to display that one to the console. Sorry, to the JSP page. Sorry. Click on the submit button to get current date. So this will be going to submit one more time. Take a look at the URL. You can see that it was hello/message. Now click on submit. Now you can see that it has changed to hello.date. And hello controller get date method called, and you can see Tuesday date was there. If you click on one more time, it will be going to submit one more time, and will be going to provide you the updated date. You can see that it got changed. So URL is not at all changing, but you are able to see the updated value. So this is through kind of REST-based service or REST type of accessing the path, which will be going to manage by your Spring MVC framework. Are you guys able to understand the whole flow? REST-based service. REST-based service, see, just like your SOAP-based, REST-based is also a web service, but REST-based web service, it won't depend on WSDL. So it will mainly depend on the path, the URL path that you are going to submit. So the URL path will be going to configured as an annotation in your controller level. So in your controller, you will be going to contain the path at your class level and at your method level. So the class level path, you can think like, say class level path, it will be going to appended at the path time, and after that, it will be going to followed by your method level path. So while resolving, your controller or your framework will divide this as the first one as hello/star. You have mentioned as hello/star. So then it will bind hello/star to that particular controller, and it identifies that the request was to hello controller object. And once after that, it will see date. So then it will go and verify all the methods, like is there any method request mapping contains date. Now you can see that for the second one it contains date. Then it identifies that for that particular URL, for this whole URL, the server is expecting, or as a programmer, you are expecting this method to be invoked for hello/date. Then it will go and execute this particular stuff, and it will prepare the model object, and finally it will be going to return the JSP page view or the logical view name which you want to forward to the next level. So whenever the URL path was not matched properly, it will be going to throw a error, 404 page not found kind of stuff, or it won't redirect properly to the JSP page.
Yeah, Krish. Krish, can you just show the Spring MVC servlet XML?
Yeah. Here in our XML file, I'll explain only 4 are available. I'll explain one more time. Annotation config specifies that we are using annotations and go and verify all the annotations related to the base package. So when you have specified annotations config, that means you are informing to the Spring MVC framework that there is no bean related to controllers available in the MVC XML file, and all the controllers are available with respect to annotation. So then once you have specified this is a related one. You need to specify a component scan, and the element based package you need to specify, and you need to specify the package path. So currently all my controllers are available inside com.h2k.spring.controller. So once you have specified this, your handler mapping will be going to read all the controllers and will be going to create a map of all the URL patterns to controllers. So you have already configured one handler mapping, which is default handler mapping, default annotation handler mapping. So this class will be going to read all your controller classes and will be going to maintain a map of URL to the controller. It will be going to maintain URL pattern to controller invoking. Once it has created a map, whenever a request has received, it will verify in the map and identify the request was supposed to go to hello controller, and at the end it was specified as hello/star. So that means the later part it was supposed to map with the methods. Then the star will be going to replace with either message or date, and once after responding, it will see you have configured a view resolver, which is internal resource view resolver. So once you have responded with success, the success string will be going to prefix with a property called prefix, and it will be going to suffix with a property called suffix. So /webinf/jsp 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 is your prefix, and will be going to append your string whichever was returned from your model, from your controller, and then add the suffix called .jsp, and it will be going to return back to your dispatcher servlet. So then the dispatcher servlet will be going to return or transfer the control to the specified JSP page. And finally, you have the access to your model object, and you can directly access the model object. Where is our success.jsp? So here you can see that I am accessing by using $message, and I am able to display the data because your string controller will take care of this model object and will be going to set in request to scope. So once it was available in request to scope, you can easily access by using EL. So you guys already familiar with EL.
Krish, that classes, these are constant, Krish, for default handler and internal.
Oh yeah, you are having 5 or 6 handler mappings. In the same way you are having several view resolvers also. Based on our requirement, we'll go and verify what kind of resolver is required for me now. Then you will configure that particular internal resource view resolver or dynamic view resolver or any kind of view resolver. It's not required for us to write. Spring has already provided 5 or 6. You can just go through all those 6 URLs and understand what is the necessity and in what cases the other view resolvers will be going to fit in our case.
Okay, Krish. Krish, and those things, the beans that are included, that, like how do you include those things, Krish? When you open the XML, you have that on the top.
This bean?
Yeah.
Oh, this one? Oh, this one you can just Google it one. This particular, you're asking me about namespaces?
Yeah, Krish. the same thing?
Oh yeah, you can just Google it. It will be going to contain in your Spring jar files itself.
Okay. Sure.
In your Spring jar files, these XML files will be going. They have already embedded. They have already placed those XSDs on DTDs in Spring jars.
Yeah.
But how will we going to resolve? But then we are supposed to take a look at our specification only, because these are constants.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Once after configuring these stuff properly, then only you will get access to these elements. If you haven't configured these properly, then you won't see the context colon annotation config elements or components and any kind of element. You should configure the schema locations properly, and you should provide a namespace for those stuff. Is it possible to mix annotation on Spring Powder.xml for bean configuration? I don't think so. Because currently you are using default annotation handler mapping, so it will only read this component package and load the class file. So we need to check if at all if there is any other handler mapping which is available and will do both the work. I will verify any of the handler mappings. Currently I haven't seen that case. Oh yeah, because we can reduce a lot of effort, or else it's like a big XML file which will be going to configure all the controllers. Currently we have only 2. Let us say we have 10 or 20, and we'll end up writing 10 beans in our XML file. Now let me know if there are any issues in understanding the whole flow. Tomorrow we'll see how we'll receive the request objects, or how we'll retrieve the parameters from form, or how we can send beans to the form. So tomorrow we'll verify all the advanced topics.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.